Hey everyone, it's me Al, and I'm up this morning, and we're gonna open up the kiln. I fired those two kilns. Fired the updraft, and I fired this low. Well, I took a section off it because I only needed to fire out a few things. But this is the electric to gas kiln, and I wanted to show how I fire this out in the setup. So that's my burner there. I put it underneath here, and so some of you wanted to see, so my people fell out last night, so I'm going to see if you can fast cool large bowls. All right, put that back in there. But so this is my cover for it. So when I'm doing reduction firing, I cover this hole to control the damper. And so you can see here, to keep the heat in, I have a shelf maybe two inches down or more from the hole in the lid. So that's part of the setup too. So I'm gonna remove this lid if I can. So I fire outside. I need to put up a kiln shed. Right now I just cover everything with plastic. And you can see I have tiles around the bottoms. It was windy yesterday, so wind kills me. But I need to set the camera down here somewhere. How about I just set it up like, I don't know if I can turn the, yeah, here we go. So I'm gonna set this up here. So I got two kilns going. I'm just gonna pull this lid off here and set that on that burner over there. So now I'm gonna show you in here what I got. So this setup here, I just dropped the shelf right in underneath that hole in the lid that you see in a cup. So that helps keep the heat in. So I'm going to take this shelf out. So now you can see so I got a chip on that bowl there. So that probably happened, I would say. Let's see if there's pieces. So that may have gotten bumped going in or something, but I can worry about that later. I'm probably not going to save that. That'll make a nice planter. Oh yeah, maybe there was a crack in that, so here's that piece. Anyways, yeah, I probably bumped that. So anyways, I fired out some large bowls in here and some planters. And so these would be glazed. I have a whole another load in the kiln over there, but I just needed to finish these up. So cones down here. That was a cone 5. So I melt the cone 5 down to get a cone 4. And I always put it in the center peephole. Right there. So I'll unload this and pull these out so we can look at the bottom. I'm just going to set these right here on the ground. These pieces are just for me personally, so they weren't orders. I think this one larger bowl was going to a gallery. Yeah, this bowl here. Yeah, this serving bowl here needs to get glazed. because I need more work for a gallery. But this here, I did a family name. Yeah, that's not centered at all. That's why I'm keeping this one. But let me pull this out. So now I'm going to take the big shelf out, right? And I'll show you what that looks like here. I'm just going to set you down here. Pull this out. Okay, so the setup under here. So the setup under here, I have a baffle shelf where the flame comes up. I may give it more room because this protects. So I have the hole stuffed right now because the kiln was down. But I may raise these posts to give it more room. I put it in there so it wouldn't create such a shock on that bottom shelf, and it would disperse the heat, so I can put large bowls there without uneven heating. So it kind of protects that blast coming in from hitting the bottom shelf and pieces that might be sitting on it. When I didn't have that, the shelf would heat from the middle out. So that uneven heating caused some larger pieces to crack. So right now, the inside of my kiln is trashed, but put in a bottom shelf, you won't even see it. So I need to go in. I had a shelf that came from somebody else that I used, and you can see glaze pieces drip down in there. This is a junk shelf I had. I put it in upside down, like the bad side down, as a baffle. But that glaze just dripped down in there. So I need to pull that out like teeth at some point. But so I put kiln shelf on top to kind of save that post from sinking into the soft bottom there. It seems to help. So that's the setup. And then I'm gonna say that these are 6 inches. 6 inch posts for the baffle. May need to go higher. I might put caps on them. These are 8. I'm pretty sure these are 8. And then I usually have it come up to the first peephole right here. So that's how that works. So there's a whole other section that sits on top of this that I put on when I have more pieces to fire. I'll show it to you just so you know what I mean. So this section here, so I can take the kiln apart. That section there will go on top of that kiln. So I take sections apart that I don't need, which makes it pretty nice. All right, so there you have it, friends. Take care and happy potting.